morning, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making for you today is blueberry bread pudding. This episode for blueberry bread pudding was requested by a couple of our viewers, so we'll get started. Like I said, send me a message if anyone wants to see a certain dish. We'll put it on our lineup because there's a lot of Newfoundland dishes out there. So we'll start with our bread, and I got 6 cups of cubed bread, stale bread, and it could be from anywhere from 3 days to a week old. It works better. And then we're going to put it into our bowl and we're going to coat it with 1 1/4 cup of evaporated milk or half and half. So I'll just put this to the side and I'm going to be adding in our milk. So coat all of your bread equally with this, and then probably what we'll do after is just fold it together because we want this soaking in this milk for a little while we're getting everything else put together. Okay, it's going to look something like this. So I said 1 1/4 cups, but you can also use 1 1/2 cups if you feel it's not enough. It all depends on how big cubes your bread is. So you just leave it like that. Okay, so what we'll do now is start mixing up the rest of our ingredients. In a separate bowl, we're going to have 3 eggs. So I'll just pop them in there. And then we're going to add 1/4 cup of sugar. We're going to have 2 tablespoonfuls of real vanilla, or if you can't find real vanilla, that's fine as well. And we're going to add in our 2 teaspoonfuls of cinnamon. So we're going to beat this together. We're going to till all of it's incorporated. And then when we complete that, we will fold it over our bread, soaked bread in milk. I'll show you what that looks like. Sit there. Okay, so our mixture, we're going to pour all over our bread like this, and try to get all of it, I guess, you know, as much as you can. And then fold that into the bread as well. Okay, I just want to get the remainder of what's in this bowl, so I just got my spatula there that scrapes it clear, and fold that in. Okay, so what we're going to do now is add in a cup of fresh blueberries to our mixture. Okay, we're going to fold in our fresh blueberries, and this is blueberry season here in Newfoundland, and I'm taking advantage of all the dishes we can to add in blueberries. But in this dish, as one would know, bread pudding, you can add any berry or you can use raisins. But like you said, this is a very simple dish. Okay, now that we got all of our ingredients mixed together, we're going to be using 3 tablespoonfuls of melted butter. We're not going to be putting it into the dish, we're going to be putting it into the bottom of a pan. So use one of your square pans and then mix all this butter around the sides of your pan equally. Just as long as it's all mixed around so it don't stick. And then we're going to scrape in our mixture. Okay, so now I'm going to be mixing or putting in all of our mixture into this pan. Now I'm using a silicone pan, but you could use whatever pan you got on hand, just as long as you make sure that the butter is equally spread through the pan so it don't stick. So we're going to be spreading all this out equally now in this pan, like this. Okay, so we got everything now into our pan. What we're going to do, we're going to have our oven preheated at 350 degrees. We're going to put this in there between 35 to 45 minutes. You can check it in between. And what would happen, it'll turn golden brown and you'll see it moving away from the sides. Will give you a good indication that your bread pudding is all done. And what we will do while we're waiting for our bread pudding to bake, we'll start making our caramel sauce. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is making our caramel sauce. So we're going to start with 1 cup of dark brown sugar. So we'll put that right on into this saucepan. And we're going to be using 2 tablespoonfuls of butter. So you just pour that right on in. So I use my fingers to get it out of my scoop. And we're going to be putting in 1 tablespoonful of vanilla. So we're going to stir this around. So this is not going to be in this pot for very long, just till it starts to melt and thicken, and then we'll take it off. Okay, as you can see there, it's starting to melt and thicken nice. Okay, so it looks like that's done. So I'm going to turn this off. So what I'm going to do is remove it from the heat just a little. Okay, so we're going to be whisking in 1/4 cup of milk until it's all combined. And then after, and this is going to be optional for you because this is a caramel sauce just like this, but I'm going to be taking it up just one more little step, and I'm going to be putting in 1 tablespoonful of whiskey, but you don't need to put that in there if you don't want to. It's 1 tablespoonful of whiskey. And like I said, that is optional. It don't have any alcohol intake when it's in anything like boiling or hot, because it takes it down. Okay, so now that our sauce is all completed, I'm just going to keep it to the side. You can serve it hot over your pudding, or just warm. We'll leave it there. It's turned off the damper. I'm waiting for our pudding to do. So it's between 35 and 45 minutes, and you can check it part ways through at 350 degrees. So we'll see you back here in just a few. Hi, welcome back to Bonita's Kitchen, and our blueberry bread pudding is now baked. It's baked just a little bit over 35 minutes, but again it depends on your oven. So I'm going to take up a little helping now and put on this plate, and I'll show you what it's going to look like. Okay, this is a nice helping. Just steaming hot. It looks absolutely delicious, and it smells delicious in here. Okay, now I'm going to reach for my sauce. My sauce is still warm. And it smells, like I said, absolutely delicious in there, and you can see it's nice and creamy. Put this out of the way, and now I'm going to pour a nice helping over the blueberry pudding. Okay, so now I'm going to pour the sauce over our blueberry bread pudding, and like I said, depending on yourself, you can put as much or as little as possible. And I'm going to top with some cream, and that's just a whipping cream. Okay, so this ends our episode of blueberry bread pudding, and again was asked for me to do by one of our followers, our viewers on Bonita's Kitchen. So again, it's quite simple to make. Blueberry season again here in Newfoundland, so I want to take advantage of adding that to as many dishes as possible. Quick and easy to make, delicious for any dessert, any time of the week. Please share this with your family and friends. Take the time to subscribe to Bonita's Kitchen if you haven't already done so, and share with your friends. So thank you for joining me for Bonita's Kitchen, and you have a wonderful day.